which is good because they were making gains in my land. And put some at war with England. We can check that out. England, colonies, West Indies, 75%. 13 colonies are quite loyal at 50. But those are going up because England's war exhaustion is pretty hardcore. Austria dishonoured their alliance with England. I wasn't aware they had one. Oh, and these heavies, they need to be mothballed again. Curses. Re-allied with Austria. The same Austria who is really lacking in a port, so I don't need to worry too much about them, but they still hurt a war score. Could force them to annul that treaty. It may work out to my advantage if I do. It's also a peace deal that won't give me overextension. I still really want their land. Gwynedd, not so much. That should do though, if I just take that land. What did France take in their Austrian war? Looks like they punched out Flanders at the very least. Not 100% sure again about the rest. Let's see, I'm guessing anything that Austria have cores on there are things that they lost. Is Scotland still threatened to get a PU under France? No, Mary. Mary has saved them. 533. Pretty good. Right, cannons are required here and here. Is there anything better I can do with England than taking this land off of them? Because I'm struggling to think of anything. And it's good to see that it's all free. It's all stuff that I have claims on, and I can, from this, claim Essex and Oxfordshire to take that off of them. It's going to be hell in a handbasket to core it all, but at least I get a 50% discount thanks to claims and adaptability. Oh right, their embassy in Munster. That's why I wanted to take Munster, that's why I'm even over here. I think I'll let Irish people revolt so that Ireland can exist here. I think. Still putting some thought into it. Jake, if you take Connaught, you can claim all of Ireland. If I take Munster, I can claim all of Ireland. Great. Even better, we got admin points from our new ruler. All hail. I wish I could name him. I'd call him Mayor K. My inspiration. Nah, damn. If they'd arrived just a moment more, we could have taken it. But there's no time for waiting. Take it now. So I want Munster on top of everything else, which means, suppose we could give up Derby. I hate Derby. I don't want it. Seems like a pretty good deal for me. Loads of land, money, and no more alliance with Austria. Make it so. And now they've lost their embassy, so I don't have to spend extra coring their land. Actually, that's really, really cheap to core, and it only takes 24 months. Oh, England, if only you understood just how boned you are right now. I would like to give this to a colonial nation. Sorry, to a... What am I even trying to say here? A client state. Let's make a little client state then. We'll want them to be on this side so that they have easier access to have anything that's low base tax. Low base tax and coastal. Yeah, I suppose you'll do. We'll make you a new one. Call you Baddies. You'll be a republic for extra stability. And you've got to be green, of course. Maybe a darker shade of green. This feels a bit limited. I think a drop-down menu would service you a bit more. What even are these? Now I can't make you part of that, but perhaps, just maybe, I could sell you that land. Alright, here come the coalition. England may join it, but I don't... Maybe they won't whilst they're at war. I certainly rustled a few jimmies back in Europe. Meanwhile, let's get you folks home. Split in half, maybe? Might be spreading it a bit thin. Leave half of you there. The rest of you up to Cumbria. And yeah, this time we will core before converting the lands, just because I need these cores done swiftly. England can't join it until their truce runs out, Jake. Thank you very much. Of course, that's the new mechanics for that. I wonder if you'll take land. I haven't played around with client states at all, except for the unknown state I made in Mogadishu. So, will you buy this province? I highly doubt it. No, because you don't accept Irish. You'd probably buy it if I cored it for you. Which won't take very long. Do I really want to do that, though? Is there any need? I think there is not. I'll just convert it for you instead. So overextension is a little heavy going, so we'll take our focus off of war, let it rejuvenate a bit, and then probably smack it back onto stability. I foresee we're going to get some English patriots, but we have plenty of troops to smack them down with. And England once again have no friends. Hi everybody, I'm a bit late. What's going on? We're coming towards the finale, really, of the Chavs campaign. The objective is to well, not occupy, but own England. And we're well on our way. We'll need that claim on Oxfordshire while we're here, though. Oxfordshire and Essex, that's the main... Those are the main provinces that I'm wanting right now. That way I can separate London. Jake, England, no join cause truce, thank you. And the game keeps evolving and keeping up. It's like a full-time job. But that's fine. This is just one of those play forever games. The only reason I stopped playing EU3 was because this game came out. And we've capped our power projection, which is giving us a staggering +2 Republican tradition per month. Per year. If it were per month, I would be on easy street. I don't think Eldan is going to be the next Salty, but you never know. Salty was just a man's man. I loved him. I love him. Wow, one of the best things about taking land in the late game is all the buildings they come with. Just, let's take marches for example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 130 monarch points were spent improving this province, and I just took it all. It's not like you had to pay any extra for coring it and such. Our name has been displaced in quite the fashion. Alright, as soon as we get those 2 claims finished, it's back to war with England. Hopefully our positive relations with Crete will be good enough to keep that fleet basing rights, because it's what's giving us our power projection, at least a good chunk of it. I have no intention of losing that. Jake Marches didn't come with a march. Unfair, I tell you. Alright, England are really struggling to get their power back up, which works wonders for me, really. We'll be ready to strike them, though. You know, I'd wanted to do something separate by putting Neds up in Scotland, but Scotland have done me the greatest favour in having their current lands. Good job, Scotland. Your ability to avoid English annexation and French throne usurpation have really impressed me. Don't really think we need that military access from Portuguese Mexico anymore, but is there anything we need less? Oh, I'm still leading the vassalization of Galicia? I really don't need you anymore. Good luck out there in the big bad world. I'm sure Spain won't annex you straight away. Alright, we've almost got a claim on Oxfordshire. Next up is Essex. Congrats, Scotland, you figure out where babies come from. Enjoy your DDR Jake's seal of approval. My seal of approval is a slap and a warm welcome to my dungeon. German alchemist. Okay, what does that give you? I don't know, but another hearty congratulations to Bohemia, who's managed to claw on this whole time. And the Ottomans, sick of trying to attack the Commonwealth, they're just going for Austria now. Muscovite, they can still make it to Siberia. They're going to meet the Japanese, and then yet again be one of the first, what is historically Russia, first nation to lose a war against Asians? Something like that, I don't know. I'm not hot on my history. Right, Essex, you're somewhat important. I'll have you now. Jake, build more cavalry. Heavens, no. Cavalry and myself do not get on. Alright, Munster down, but there's no sense in coring you right now. English patriots are close to rising up, but we'll take care of them when the time comes. thump down that unrest. Big part of the problem is, of course, I took a lot of land and I did not convert it straight away. I like to convert it straight away normally, but not this time. Alright, so our truce with England is fairly hearty, but that's alright. Venice, defender of the Catholic faith. Don't make me laugh. Jake, could you please show Giant Oirat again? Absolutely. Not even reformed. Worst religion in the game, except for pagans, I suppose. Mighty Oirat. Jarkan's been doing a fair swipe of it as well. The world's a crazy place. Bonoman have actually managed to strike out for themselves as well. And they're friendly towards me, isn't that darling? But it's wrong. Jake, any plans for your next run? I'm devising some. As usual, I'm open to suggestions. As long as they're not stupid. But they're usually stupid. Oirat never settled. Yeah, and look how well they do. Bain Williams, if you're watching, outperformed. Oh, lazy colonist. I got this one chance to actually patch up my nation here. Let's not let it slip. Okay, those cores will be done in September, and then we will strike England. The reason I didn't want to strike him straight away was because if you're at war with somebody who has cores on your land, let's say you're trying to core provinces from England, the core process would stop until the war is concluded. Jake, what do you think about this war of mine? Haven't played it. If it's even a game. I've never even heard of it. For all I know, you're making stuff up. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but those English patriots are still very keen to rise up. Let's get those conversions going. And England, it's time for even more war. France don't want to join in. We have a truce. But what do I even care? Hey, Arawak, thanks for being England's... Huh? Clever game. It counts my English truce here. Well. Score 1 to you, game. Still, who was it that struck out against England? Was it English Columbia? Yeah, so English Columbia lost the war and remained their colonial nation. So I have a slightly shorter truce with them, 1704. 9 years. Well, better than waiting 13 with England. Well, like I said, clever game. Very clever. Jake just got Johan. That I did. I could just break truce though, couldn't I? That, of course, is the issue. Austria entered the coalition. I would have to smash England before they joined the coalition. Jake, how about you play as a nation that needs to be released like Gotland, Danzig, or Hamburg? That's right, Hamburg have their own ideas as well, don't they? It's certainly an idea. I'm hoping in the next patch there'll be a way to Iron Man play as nations that are released. because I would love to play as a certain Russian miner that doesn't exist at the start of the game. I would love to, but my desires are often fall on deaf ears. Jake, ally Commonwealth for easy wreckage of Austria. Yeah, they're not going to want to be my friend. In fact, France have been a pretty rubbish ally, but by having them as an ally, I've stopped England from allying them, so that alone has been worth it. So does this mean I should just core Munster if I'm going to have to wait anyway? Might as well. It's cheap enough. Disappointment. With traitor armies raising their flags in rebellion across our empire, rebels think that they can smell blood. I thought this only triggered when you actually had rebels inside your country. Speaking of rebellious problems, let's take care of the paddy problem. I'm not sure if I even want to expand anywhere anymore. Colonizing has become but a drop in the ocean for me now. I suppose this one province here is 2 base tax. I could expand the ancestral holdings, I suppose. Jake, why don't you play as Perm? Perm is a nice idea. I like their ideas, and their starting king, of course. We got Oxfordshire, Essex, Norfolk will be next. I should have England deconstructed in 2 or 3 wars. In fact, after the next truce is up, I'll probably just truce break to finish them off. And then we'll put an end to this campaign. But really there's nothing much happening, so I may as well zoom out and speed 5 it. Till those rebels pop up. Is my man there? There we go. You'll put down the English for me. I have faith. Jake, mill points. Yeah. What a waste putting them into this, but I mean, what else could I even do? Roll myself a general, I suppose. Heck, I'll take 2. Jake, any advice on the early game as the Scots? The English didn't do anything dumb during the first 100 years anymore, and it's really hard to win your first war against them now. I might play as Scotland as my next campaign. Thinking about it. After all, I haven't streamed Scotland, and I'm Scottish, so go figure. Ah, Scotland. To what do I owe the bloody pleasure? They want our help against a lot of people. We would join as a regular ally. The new Scottish conquest of Wexhall. No! Help yourself, Scotland. It's not like you're gonna lose your mainland. England can't fight you now. Oh, that is actually something fairly important. They've cancelled my fleet basing rights. Good thing I've already got my land in England then. But it means now they're going to come and blockade me. Ah well, can't have it all. You call this a revolt, England? pop. And pop. You call that Burberry? Ah, that's a problem. I lost one of my... Oh, that's sad. I lost all my missionary progress because of that. I no longer need to focus on stability now, though. Everything's just fine. Jake, what about a Theodoro campaign? I had no interest in playing as Theodoro. See, I should really stop asking, hey, what are some recommendations? Because I just get these stupid ideas. I like to do interesting games. He says doing nothing for the first 5 hours is Chavs Shivani. Okay, Arawak are now becoming westernized, but they still remain your protectorate. So we still have that truce. You know, it says I'd get that. I wonder if you would actually get it. The enemy ally England will be considered a co-belligerent in this war, but will not be able to call their own allies. Probably a few things to be played around with this. I'd recommend you freedom-filled game of playing Ndongo into USA, but you're already doing a colonialization game. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a break from any games that involve colonization for a while, so even if I played as Perm, I wouldn't be taking Siberia. Might spit out a vassal who would colonize for me, but yeah. Ooh, could even make them a march, because they could take advantage of all that low base tax land. Are we ever going to see you play or stream as one of the big, strong, easy countries like France, Brandenburg, Habsburg, Castile, etc.? Probably never. I've only played as France once for the achievement. Getting all your cores back as France. I only played Castile for the Our Princesses in Another Castle achievement. I think I also got Spain as the Emperor and vassalizing your mother nation as a colonial nation. But that was a case of turn on computer, play as Castile, annex Granada, station troops in Granada, and leave the game. Just have it running by the side while I did something else for hours on end. I just don't find it very interesting playing as these big ass nations. I played as Ottomans once in order to get their achievement. I just made a beeline up to Muscovy. Took Vladimir Tver and Kaluga, sold it to Ryazan, and annexed Moskva and called it a day. That was the definitely a Sultan of Rum achievement. It's just not something I find interesting. Probably never. Jake confirmed for playing Hasburger for $2.50. Yeah, look at me, reduced to turning multiplayer tricks for a couple of dollars. What a disgrace. He's doing a great job. Wait, why do I even have a statesman? Get out of here. Suddenly the French break our alliance. Oh, they're friendly though. You want to fight England? Go figure. Still, I should get those relations back up and keep getting those claims on England. Not many left to go. Essex, Norfolk, Lincoln. Alright, here you go, Paddy. No free diplomats. But we'll have one free once we have you integrated, and you're almost done. It'll be done even faster when we focus on stability. Ah, Nick Laspel, welcome to the family. And to celebrate you joining us, I'm going to call the stream there. Because it's now 3 o'clock and I need to get ready for work. We will finish off the Chav invasion tomorrow. Really, there's going to be nothing to see. I fight England and I'll truce break once or twice to finish them off. It'll be Chavs here, Paddy's here, and something else here. Scotland will have Scotland. Glorious Scots. What can I say? There'll probably be pre-stream if I get up in time. I don't know if it'll be FTL or trucking or punishment game or 2 hours of hell. It'll be whatever I feel like playing. Or it'll be the sleep game if I feel like that. But as I said, I'm off now. Time for work. Cheers for joining, and if you haven't already, you should check out that multiplayer game, because I'm getting quite excited about that myself. Ciao for now.